What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope you've been enjoying the content. In today's video I'm going to be showing you guys and talking about the progress I've made using the claw playstyle alongside the new keybinds that I rock. It honestly didn't take me that long to get used to them, which I was pretty happy with. As I've said in previous videos, the main thing that suffered was my aim, and weirdly enough getting better at building is what helped me with that. But anyways, in this video I put in a bunch of different clips that I gathered throughout this journey, and I'm going to be giving somewhat of a commentary over each of them and explain the main things that I struggled with and what I did to help gain the most amount of progress in the shortest amount of time. I hope you guys like this video, and without further ado, here it is. I hope you guys enjoy. Okay, so this first clip was one of my earliest games after I had switched my controls. I choked a lot during this time, and I was just lucky that these guys I was fighting weren't the best. Okay, so obviously it took a while to gain any sort of fluent building, and I had to take it in baby steps and avoid jumping and building at the same time until I got the controls down. It was just too much for my brain to handle. The next thing was my reaction time and being able to switch back and forth between battle mode and build mode without getting confused. As you guys saw then, I brought up the edit menu on accident because I was still used to hitting X to jump, and that would basically throw me off and I'd become really clumsy. But yeah, the rest of this clip I suppose wasn't too bad, and I honestly don't know how I managed to survive the situation, but I somehow did. Oh, and I thought it was kind of funny how bad I was playing, but I still managed to, you know, carry my teammates. Just thought I'd add that comment. So, yeah. Okay, so somehow that happens. Okay, so this next clip is really bad in my opinion, but I just wanted to add it so you guys could witness the worst before the best. Basically, this is how slow my edits were combined with my slow builds. And yeah, just watch.
Coming back to me. I have a guy on me. So.
I'll take my time, mate. Nice.
Okay, now this clip was actually kind of funny because of how bad I choked at the end, but again you guys get to see the level of building I was at during that time. I had made slightly noticeable progress, but I was still pretty bad, and as you see in this clip I kept placing the wall, jumping, and then placing the ramp without doing it all in one fluent sequence. That's all I have to say for this one, and get ready for the best pro play you've ever seen at the end of this clip. Alright, for this next one, you get to see how I manage under spray pressure. Again, without becoming too repetitive, my builds were still lacking, but I managed to stay alive, and not without the help of my teammate. Well, one of them anyways. The other one always manages to die throughout some point of the game. Moving on. So yeah, I'm getting sprayed at, as you can see. Amongst all of this chaos, one absolute madman takes it upon himself to push my flank and throw down some of that good old season 5 spray and pray action just to see how I adapt. Now lucky for me, I put a little more time into this new playstyle, so I was able to hold it down until reinforcements had arrived. After our differences had been settled, it came to my attention that this man had just been diagnosed with bofa, because he just got both of these nuts. Alright, so fast forward a day or two later, this is a clip of me in a duo match with one of my mates. Oh, and I forgot to mention, but if you guys have been watching some of my previous videos, then you might recognize some of these clips. They were necessary for this video, so that's why I'm reusing them. At this point in time, I had become noticeably better in terms of my reaction time and not becoming confused when rapidly switching between build and battle mode. My aim was starting to improve as well, and I was getting used to having my right thumb placed differently on the R3 analog as opposed to how it was beforehand.
What's that guy? What is that?
Okay, so this clip now is a bit lengthy, but I'll give it the best analysis I can for you guys. Basically, this was my first proper build-off with another player. It was a tense moment trying to build without choking for this amount of time, and I most definitely enjoyed the practice. It was a 1v1 in a duo match, no one else to worry about, no third partying or worrying about getting shot down, just me and him fighting for the dub. He was a pretty decent player, but in all honesty I felt like my builds were still slow and clunky at the time, and the battle seemed to still feel pretty even. I did end up winning, which you guys will see in a bit, and it's quite obvious that I've stepped my game up much higher in comparison to the first clip at the start of this video. You can notice more fluency in my building too, even if it still wasn't the best it could be. GG's to that other guy though, and I don't know about you guys, but I rarely get into build fights like this when I play Fortnite. This kinda took me back to the older seasons when people didn't just shoot you down straight away. I know we were the last two alive, so I couldn't get shot down, but yeah, it was just good to have a build battle like this. I miss them. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention that my edits were improving a lot as well, which is one of the main reasons I made this adjustment, was to be able to edit a lot faster. After this clip is finished, I just wanted to quickly take you guys through a few drills that I ran in playground mode that helped me improve my game in terms of building more fluently, editing faster, and switching back and forth between building and fighting. They're pretty simple and don't take too long to get the hang of, and they're a great way to practice if you guys want to try them out. I'll do my best to explain them and their purpose, and then after that I'll show you guys a few more clips showcasing my improvements in Fortnite. Okay, so for the first drill, what I did pretty much was just build around 10 or so levels high with ramps. You can do more or less, that's up to you. But after this I placed flats on every level of the ramps. You can use pyramids if you want, it's the same either way. Then all you have to do is edit your way through each flat as you can see, and the key here is to maintain your momentum. Also you can edit 2 squares instead of 1 if you want, but the reason I edit 1 is because it forces you to press the buttons quicker. The purpose of this drill is to help you with quick editing and really build that muscle memory of whatever buttons you have to press. I still think I can manage to increase the speed a little, but you guys get the idea. The next drill is pretty simple. It involves 3 different things, but the first thing you want to do is build a 10 or so stories high 1x1. This isn't the complete focus of the drill, so don't worry about speed or fluency just yet. You can make it a focus if you want, but I didn't, so it's up to you really. Once you've done that, the next thing you want to do is edit your way down to the very bottom of the 1x1. How you edit your way down can be mixed up as well. Sometimes I alternate the edit going left to right instead, but for this video that's just the way I decided to do it. The last thing you want to do is now edit your way back up to the top. This didn't take me that long to get the hang of, and I feel like it really helped me get used to resetting builds. Once you get to the top of the 1x1, you can then just rinse and repeat this whole thing. The purpose of all 3 of these things is to get you used to jumping and building, editing ramps quickly, improving your half ramp resetting, and most importantly, jumping whilst aiming and editing all at the same time, which was previously impossible, due to the way that I used to play. The next drill is something you probably often see a lot of PC players do. This involves jump shotting an opponent who is beneath you and using a flat to catch yourself to maintain that high ground. This is very good to practice in playground mode, not only to be able to pull off that maneuver, but also to improve rapid switches between battle and build mode. Oh, and if you're wondering why I'm not using a shotgun in this clip, it's because I wanted to jump shot quicker without getting the switch delay from the shotguns. Okay, so the last drill I'm going to show you guys is what I call spiral building. Now I do practice more drills in playground mode, but for the sake of this video not being too long, I'm going to leave them out. And if you guys want to see me upload the others, leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to do so. Anyways, in this drill you basically want to build as you see me doing now, ramp flat walls, jump, ramp flat walls, jump, and so on. It's good to practice doing this both clockwise and anti-clockwise so that it doesn't matter what situation you're in, you can still build both ways fluently. The purpose of this drill is to improve your overall building skill and really get you used to using a new playstyle if that's the case. With all that being said guys, I'm going to leave you now with a few more clips showing my improvements with building, editing, jump shotting and aiming. I pretty much covered everything I want to talk about in this video, so if I continue to do more commentary, it'll just sound really repetitive. This is a video I've been wanting to make for a while now, and I feel like I've gathered enough clips and improved enough to show you my progress. I still have quite a bit of room for improvement, and I definitely want to keep improving, and I will surely continue to improve. But that's pretty much it, guys. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to leave a like, comment anything you want to comment, and subscribe if you're new here. I'm going to leave you with the rest of the video. I hope you enjoy it, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.